Episode of the Everblack Podcast is brought to you by Deathwish, Hotrods and Kustoms. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup.
Hey, this is Trevor Sternad from the Black Dahlia Murder here, and you're listening to the Everblack Podcast.
Hey, human skull, this is Odorous from Guam.
Going to the Fear Factory.
This is George Corshunner Fisher.
This is Gas from Double Drop.
This is Wade from Our Last Enemy.
Mike Nick from Suicidal Tendencies.
Hey, this is Wednesday 13.
This is
Rex from Kill Devil Hill.
This is
Gary Big from Sepultura. You're listening to Everblack Podcast.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I guess you've got you're having a cold one.
No. This is just tea. I'm just sipping on tea.
I was about to get jealous. I was like, oh man, it's only 8 o'clock here in the morning. I'd love to have a beer with you.
What part of Australia are you in?
I'm on the Gold Coast, man.
Love the Gold Coast. Love the Gold Coast.
That's where I first saw you. Was Big
Oh, yeah.
97, dude.
Yep.
Yep.
Been there. I think we were there Big Day Out again in 2014, 2013, somewhere around there.
Mate.
It was when I can't remember who headlined. I think it was I don't remember who headlined, but it was a big band, obviously.
Man,
It wasn't us that headlined. I wish it was us.
But I think I remember it. Man, I've seen you so many times over the years, and it's always, an absolute pleasure because, Fear Factory is what set all this off, dude. Everything for me is
Don't blame it on us. Don't blame it on us.
I blame it on you because I was that young dude standing in that pit in 1997 with my best mate, and I turned to him and said, "This is what we need to do." And
Did you see us? Have you seen us again since then?
Yeah, quite a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, wouldn't miss it. Absolutely. But of course, Dino, thanks for joining us on the show. It's an honor to have you on the show again. How's it going?
It's a pleasure for me to be here. I appreciate it. I'm in sunny California, zipping on my tea.
That's excellent. That's it. Hey, man, that's the way to do it. And of course, the long-awaited new Fear Factory album, Aggression Continuum, is out on June 18. And as a fan, this record ticks all the boxes and totally kicked my ass. I love it. It's amazing, dude. Basically, you went hell and back to make this thing happen. And
my God. Where do we start?
I know, man. I know. And you're probably getting asked that a lot, but it's true. And you must be relieved that it's almost out and ready for the world, considering how much you've been through,
Yes, we've been through a lot of struggles. For me personally, lawsuits, bankruptcies, divorces, not sure if the record is even going to be able to be called Fear Factory, trademark issues. But, around July 2020 is when everything started to come back. You know what I mean? I was able to retain the rights to the trademark name. I was able to take control of this record, and make some improvements that needed improvements. Because initially it had programmed drums on it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to put, live drums on it. And that was one of the benefits of this COVID time because, we had a little bit of time to go back and rework some of the elements on the record and improve it.
Mate. And it sounds absolutely incredible. I mean, it sounds like you've done a lot to it in the meantime. I mean, it was sitting on the shelf for a little bit because you had things that you had to sort out, but
3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Mate, the drums sound incredible. Like, was it Mike is just a beast.
Mike Keller. Yeah.
Mate.
He's been with us for 9.5 years already. So he knows what goes into a Fear Factory record.
Oh, mate. It's awesome. Well, of course, I mean, since the single Disruptor dropped, people have just been losing their minds, man. It's been added to a bunch of playlists. It's got a ton of support. It really signifies the new era of Fear Factory, which everyone's really excited about. Do you feel that? Are you getting that vibe?
100%. I feel that 100%. And I like the reaction that we're getting with the song, positive or negative. It's all good. When I first chose that song to be the first single, the reason why I chose it is because it's an instant banger. People, it starts off with that heavy vocal hook, and then boom, goes into a powerful riff, right? And it's got that fast groove and everything. It's got that beautiful melodic chorus and that killer riff in the middle part. I was like, okay, this song is like 3 minutes and 20 seconds. This is an instant banger, and I wanted to just get it out there first so that people can just get excited for the rest of the album. And so now coming up, I'm going to be releasing as other singles more of the epic tracks. Like Recode is going to be the next single, and that's going to that's got like an epic intro, and it's all that, it's all the classic elements that you would hear in an epic Fear Factory song.
The one I loved is the title track. That
Aggression Continuum, yes.
Oh man, I turned it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude. I turned it up.
Yeah.
It's that's another banger, man. People, look at that. I'll get my own Fear Factory show.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but
I could hear it. That's awesome. Thank you for showing me how to.
I always have guitars around me wherever I'm at, on the couch, next to me, whatever. They're all over me.
Oh, mate, that's awesome. Well, of course, in regards to the concept of the album, where does it sit story wise in the whole timeline of events of each of the albums? Is there like in chapters, if you know what I mean, like Demanufacture and?
Yeah, it kind of, in some ways, it kind of goes back, and in some ways, it kind of goes forward. Like, for instance, when Demanufacture, the album first came out, the first vocal line you hear is desensitized by the values of life. Yeah. That kind of sets the tone for the rest of the record, right? So going back to Recode, the first song on Aggression Continuum, the first line you hear is, imagine your life taken from you. And that sets the tone for the rest of the record, and that it represents the struggle that we went through just to get here. And it's the struggles that we have between humans and AIs. You know what I mean? The relationship between analog versus digital, man versus machine. It's the struggles that we, go through on our day-to-day lives, whether it's technology, whether it's the government, whether it's, religion. We touch up on all these subjects on a lot of the records, and it's just the relationship over the years between, human and AI. And just the relationships in general. Some of it's not pretty,
yeah,
right. But some of it's very beautiful and very melodic and very soothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But those are all the classic things that make Fear Factory what it is.
But in regards to, the story, I know, the video of Disruptor, it's meant to continue on,
It's post-apocalyptic, very much in the vein of Terminator Salvation, with Christian Bale, you know what I mean? That version.
I loved it.
And I love that version. It was a very dark version. I really loved it. These four people are trying to disrupt the system. They're trying to hack into the mainframe that is control that, because there's a Securitron police society with these drones that are just they're trying to destroy humanity by taking away. What they do is they're capturing people, and they're trying to take them into the big mothership that you see at the end. And what they do is they basically are transferring their soul, and they're putting it into a automaton. So the automaton thinks it's human, right?
Yeah.
So the female is trying to get into the mainframe to hack into it to stop the signal from all these drones and these HKs that are trying to capture people or kill people, just so technology could take over.
I want a Netflix series. I want action figures. I want a comic series. I want it all, mate. Are you looking at doing that? Are you expanding on that universe? You have to.
I would love to, sure, but hopefully we can make that happen. Hopefully. Right. But the female is the main character. It was really kind of weird because the male was supposed to be the main character, but when they were actually shooting the video, he actually when they were running, when they were doing the running sequence where they're trying to get away from the drones, the guy actually sprung his ankle really bad.
Oh no.
So that really happened. But in the video, it shows him getting his leg shot at. So he couldn't leave. He couldn't go anywhere. So he gave the girl the backpack with the computer to hack into the mainframe, right? So she takes the realm. So she becomes the disruptor, trying to disrupt the system.
That's very clever. What a way of hey, whoever shot that and came up with that cover up, that's amazing. Well done.
Yeah. Rivital Visuals is the company that filmed that. We're trying to do part 2. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get part 2 done in time for the second single, but hopefully we'll have it for the third single. So part 2 will come out. Yeah.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
It has to be done. It has to be done. Yeah.
As I said, man, I want a full series, action figures, the whole lot. I'll back the money truck up. You can have all the, mate.
No, I kind of almost wanted to be like literally shot, like, this film clip goes right into the next film clip, like just a real continuation of what's next.
Oh, I can't wait. And you got Andy Sneap mixing it too.
Yes.
The Sneap.
Yes. We I started a very successful GoFundMe campaign to be able to afford, to go back and to do live drums and to do use Andy Sneap, hire Andy Sneap, and to get Reese Fulber back on the record, who's been our keyboard programmer for a very long time. To get him back on the record and to get our engineer and producer Damien Reynaud back on the record. So it was a team that did Genexus. I wanted to get that back, and it was going to cost a little bit to do that. And so luckily that the fans reached out and helped us out with the GoFundMe campaign. We were able to afford to do that. So I'm very happy that Andy Sneap got to mix the record. Obviously he's an A-list mixer.
The best.
Yeah, one of the best for sure. And he was really fitting to get him for this continuation of the Genexus sound. But obviously it didn't really come out like a Genexus, but that's something that I was trying to go for. But it came out more aggressive, I think.
I agree.
It came out more intense, yeah.
And you've also got Tony Campos on board, and of course Mike on drums. Have you guys been jamming at all on some of this?
No, because we're still kind of, for you it's a little different. You guys are a little bit more open than we are down here.
Yeah, true.
We still got COVID restrictions on certain things, and no, we haven't been able to physically jam yet as of late. No,
hopefully soon.
But soon. Yeah, they say June, everything's going to be open, hopefully. And so when that happens, we'll be able to get together and start jamming.
That's awesome, man. And of course, moving forward, I like that you seem to be keen on unknown singers as well, moving forward with the band, male or female. And I see it as it's like, I'm completely open for it, man. I'm so keen for it because I see it as I keep going back to story. I see it as it's not erasing the past. It's just a different chapter of the band. It's like a chapter of a book or a movie, new characters, big epic story. Is that way you see it as well?
That's 100% how I see it as well. That's not how I wanted to see it, but this is kind of like how it turned out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After Bell announced his departure, I was like, okay, well, I had to look at it very optimistically and be like, okay, whoever we get, it's going to have to represent the 30 years of Bell's legacy that he left behind, right? But also, looking forward and seeing what we could create, adding a fresh new element into the Fear Factory story of what's to come. Obviously it's going to be very much a Fear Factory record. It's kind of funny that we're already talking about the next record, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? But I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. I don't plan on changing our sound to where it's not Fear Factory. If you know what I mean.
No.
Yeah.
Of course not. But I mean, obviously, moving forward, I'm very excited for the future of Fear Factory. That's for sure, and where you're going to be heading. Like, as a fan for like 26 years, you got my
yeah. When I said when I made the announcement that because we found, or I found very good singers, male and female, right? We actually have it narrowed down to a few. The only reason why we haven't chose one is because the COVID restrictions.
Yes.
Some of them are out of the country, so to get them here would be a little difficult, right? And then I think the only thing is chemistry. We want to see if we have the chemistry with the person, right? Because these guys are virtually unknown to us, to me. So I don't really know them that well. So it would be not only just having the right talent, but also to see if we actually get along.
In the same room. You're like, this guy, I don't know if I could do like 2 years on the road with this dude. He's driving me nuts already. It's been 5 minutes. Yeah,
Exactly.
But over email, it's like, this guy, they're amazing. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't really know the person until you live with them, right? That's kind of like what we want. That's kind of like what I need to do in order for me to choose the right guy. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of singers that could fucking sing their asses off and easily do the Bell style, but are they cool? I don't know.
Do they
think maybe they don't like me? Maybe they don't like me.
Ah, come on.
Even though I'm the big lovable Mexican, they might not like me, you know?
Oh no, I don't know. People are people, man. But
they'll be like, there's too many burritos around here. There's too many tacos around. I can't take this. I'm out.
You're making me want to come over and give it a go. You know, like but I also like to give somebody new a chance. Why not? Right? Somebody different, somebody not the usual suspects that people see singing on everybody's records. You know what I mean? Not the usual people. You know, just pick somebody fresh, new, and why not be able to give them a shot? You know what I mean? That's it. Absolutely, and take it all into the future. Did I hear that you also went back and did some work on the Industrialist as well?
Yes. The Industrialist was a record that we put out in 2012. They had drum programming. When we released the record, and we were honest and told people we used the drum program for the record, people just destroyed us. They dismantled us. They were not having it. Fans were so pissed off. The reviews were bad. Everything was bad. All because of the drum programming. Nobody had said anything about the songs. It's just because of the drum programming. How could they? How could this futuristic industrial band use technology to make their record? How could they? Oh my God. So years later, I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to put a real drummer on the record. So I got Mike Heller again to do the drums on the record. He's been with us for a long time, 9.5 years, almost 10 years. So it was only fitting to get him to re-record the drums on the record. And it's going to be coming out, I'm not sure, later in the year or next year.
Very keen. Of course, the Demanufacture.
I can tell you the title.
Oh, it's got a new title.
Why are we talking about all these other records? It's got to be about this new record.
Absolutely. See? Yeah.
Aggression Continuum. Go to fearfactory.com to get pre-order the album. Comes out June 18th. All right.
Yeah.
The Industrialist, the new version is going to be called Reindustrialized.
Ooh. Well, I'm very keen. But of course,
there you
the
go.
new album, it's fucking amazing.
Keep pushing. And you know what? Disruptor did so well that, we were hitting top of the charts on the singles and stuff like that, so I was very happy about that. But I can't wait till the whole record comes out so people can get into the whole record. And I think they will. They're going to take it apart. They're going to read it. They're going to get into it. They're going to fall in love with it, or they're going to hate it, whatever, as long as they get it.
Man, I tell you, I've heard it, and I feel really lucky that I've heard it, and I can't stop raving about it, mate.
Don't leak it. Don't leak it.
Why would I do it? I would never do that. I'm not one of those assholes.
Okay.
Don't be one of those assholes, guys.
Can I tell you something? That happened? So usually when journalists like yourself get these records, there's usually some sort of clause that you can't really, send it out or share it or whatever, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, there was a guy from Greece. I don't want to name his name or name his magazine or nothing like that, but he went onto the Fear Factory fan page, Facebook page, and started talking about the record. telling everybody about the record, and a lot of the fans started attacking him, started calling him a troll, right? Like, you're just trolling us.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I work for this magazine. I got an advanced copy, and I can tell you what songs are great, blah, 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 blah. And he starts arguing with our fans, right? And I'm like going, oh my God, this guy, like, this nerve of this guy, right? And so he's telling about the records. He's talking about he's releasing some of the lyrics and all that stuff, right? And we're like, what the fuck? This guy's supposed to have like a clause, or you guys have a clause where you can't share that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. That's
And
absolutely right.
And so, yeah, the label like shut his ass down.
Good, man. Because it is. Look, I'll be honest, man. Like, we doing this, we are very blessed and very lucky to have the opportunities that we have to hear this, and of course, talk to people like yourselves. So when that happens, it's not cool. Don't be a fucking asshole, guys. Don't do that shit. You're lucky as fuck to hear it before anyone else. So just don't do that. Don't do that. But
yeah.
All right. Now I'm getting worked up. But of course, the Demanufacture vinyl reissue looked incredible, and I'm very jealous to anyone who got a copy of that.
I think I have a copy right there. I don't know if you want me to get it and show it to you or not, but
yeah, man.
You want to see it? You want to see it?
Yeah, let's crack it open.
Give me a second.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Look
Just
at that. Nice. Oh, that's incredible.
It's got some weight to it, right? And then you open it up.
Ooh.
And it's got the classic 4 members, right?
Yep. That's unreal.
Big ol' FF. And then it opens up even more. And then you get all the lyrics. And you get some photos from 1996 live Ozfest. I don't know if you could see all that.
I can see all that. Mate.
Yeah, and then it flips around on the other side, and it's got all that. But one of the cool things is, let me pull out one of the vinyls. Well, it also comes with a poster too.
I need this thing in my life, hey.
It's also a Demanufacture poster, right? It opens up. But one of the cool things is this. The nice blue vinyl.
Oh, dude. Have you put it? Have you listened to it?
Of course. Yeah, we had to listen to it. One of the cool things about it is that the grooves, I don't want to drop it. The grooves are a lot bigger. So how it was explained to me, why the grooves are a lot bigger is because you could put more information inside the groove.
That's so good, mate.
Yes.
Thanks for showing us that. Now I've got to get
one. You can order it at runoutgroove.com. I'm not sure where you're going to get it in Australia. I'm sure there's some places you can get it.
I will find it. I will hunt it down like a Terminator, and I will get that, and that will be mine. That's
there you go.
Oh, are you looking at doing like a box set or reissuing more albums on vinyl like that?
Definitely reissuing more albums on vinyl in the next year for sure. We have so much stuff coming out this year that we got to space things out. Yeah.
It's good, man. I feel like we're getting more Fear Factory than we've ever gotten Fear Factory. It's like, it's awesome.
Yes. And that was one of the benefits of getting the trademark and being the sole owner and just making these things happen. You know what I mean?
Mate, here's one for you though. Many years ago, in a magazine down here, I don't know if it was international, but there was a picture of you and a nice looking lady, and there was a poster of that. Now, I know I'm not the only one that imagined that.
There was a couple of them. Yeah. So what were you saying? So
it really existed though. Like,
yes, it really existed.
Wow, I remember it because I tell people and they go, "You're tripping, man! That didn't it?" I remember that poster, and it was like everyone had. Well,
there was two. There was one where I was on. It's kind of weird to talk about it right now, but it was like she was on all fours.
Yeah,
and she had a horse tail, right? She had her nipples covered, and I was riding her like a horse, and I was in the cowboy hat and in my boxers, right?
Yeah.
With some cowboy boots. I don't know if you saw that one.
No, I didn't see that one.
That was a big poster. It was great. Then there was another one where it was me and this girl was kind of like looking up, and you could see the top of her breast, but you could see me biting her underwear or pulling her underwear off with my teeth.
Mate.
Is that the one you're talking about?
So, yeah.
That's the one you're talking about.
I thought it was some weird.
It might have been Metal Hammer Australia. I think it was.
That was it. I think HM. See
HM. You're right. HM.
I was
Australia.
right. It did exist. So I've argued with people about this, and I've said
no, it did
happen.
It does exist. Yes, it does exist.
And
then there was another poster that came out where it was just me naked in the shower, but they put a guitar pick. They put a guitar pick over my. Obviously the photo, they were able to blow up the guitar pick and put it over my penis. And that was a poster. And I remember going to the guys in Sepultura.
Yeah.
I went to, I think it was Paulo, the bass player's house.
Yeah.
And he had that cutout poster and he had it, and he put magnets behind it, and he put it on his refrigerator. I'm like, did you look at me naked all the time? What is that? I went to his house and I saw that. I'm like, oh my God.
That's hilarious.
And he just loved it. It was so funny.
It was good, man. It was always a good laugh.
And there's a classic video. There's also a classic video that you can find online. It was the Donington Festival, 1996, where I'm out there and I took off my shirt because it was hot, took off my shirt. And I told all the other fat bastards in the crowd to take off their shirt. So dudes were taking off their shirt, and I was just performing without my shirt, and it's a classic video. People put it up all the time.
Really?
You can find it on YouTube. Yeah.
Mate. It's you always had a good time, man. You're always up for a laugh.
I totally did. It's like, if I can't laugh at myself, then what's the point?
Oh, it was good times, mate. It was good.
Yeah.
Well,
we're getting past our time.
We are, dude.
There's so much to talk about. There's so much more to talk about. So
I know, dude. Thank you so much for hanging on the show, Dino. I've had such a good time, and the incredible new album, Aggression Continuum. All the links are down here. June 18th. Get it through Nuclear Blast. Thank you so much.
Fearfactory.com. Thank you very, very much for having me. I appreciate it. Have a good time out there on the Gold Coast. Hopefully, I'll be out there soon to go see you.
I'll keep the beers cold for you, brother. Take care.
All right, man. See you later.